Hey guys, this is Veralyn, and in this vlog, I want to talk a little bit about age differences in relationships. To share a little bit from my relationship resume, I was in a 5-year relationship, which started when I was 16, and my ex-boyfriend is 9 years older than I am. Yeah, I know. We officially ended like 2.5 years ago, and now that I've had time to reflect, I kind of see how our age difference and my inexperience made me accept things I totally would not tolerate today. But at 24, I'm still attracted to older guys. So would me now dating a 33-year-old be okay? Questions, questions, questions. Well, to find out what other people think about this topic, I talked to my friends, my family, and yes, even people in the Lehman College cafeteria, and I asked them, when does a 5, 7, 9 years age difference no longer matter?
When age shouldn't matter anymore is when you're 18. Because I feel like at that time you're mature, you're going into college, you kind of know a little bit more about yourself and what you want out of life.
There's this journey after the whole, oh, I can drink, I can smoke, I can do whatever I want, of, like I said, personal development. And everyone, develops at a different pace. Some people, 18, 19, just know. So then you have people that's like 25, 24 like me. I'll date that 19, 20-year-old because mentally they're on point. Now, you run into people that's like 26, 27, still, stuck in that 21 drinking, partying, whatever mode.
In my case, the difference is 9 years and
Is she older or younger?
older. When we met, we just, connected, and uh, she didn't have a problem with, there wasn't any disparities in the level of maturity or anything like that.
Have you ever dated someone older or younger than you substantially?
I have. I'm sort of like the petri dish of both. When I was in my 20s, I started dating someone who was in his 20s too, but he was in his early, I was in my late, and we had a 5-year age difference, and we were together for several years. Didn't seem too much. And then I dated someone who was 8 years younger than me, and that was a long-term relationship. And again, we had a lot of things in common, and he surprised me in many ways, and so it didn't matter until it mattered, and it mattered at that time when I was ready for one thing, maybe he was ready for the other.
I think one of the problems is still that young factor because like I'll be kind of wanting to do my own little young things. I haven't really experienced life the way that he did, and he might be like, wait, why are you doing that? That's so childish. So those little comments could hurt the relationship.
If you're a younger guy, a woman wants to be more, asking more questions how focused you are, like what job you're going to get, when you're going to get it, like how much money you're going to bring in, like what you're going to do in life. And when you're younger, you really don't think about that fully because you don't have time, but in your mind you still think you have time to still make up for that. And older people, like, they know that time is of the essence. So
I didn't know that I was choosing it by design. I thought, how do I keep meeting people who are younger than me? How do I keep only meeting guys who are this age? Why don't I meet guys my own age? And I think that's a complaint that a lot of women have. But I realized that I wasn't ready to date someone my own age for quite a while.
I think it really depends on the person. For example, I don't want to have kids, and my wife doesn't want to have kids. So it doesn't matter how old she is or how old I am, If she would have wanted to have kids, it would have been an issue. Because I met her when she was 38, so she would probably have said, I want to have kids now, and I would be like, no way. But I don't want to have kids ever, and she doesn't want to have kids either, so it's fine.
So you think the bigger issue is just finding someone that matches what you want out of life?
Yeah, pretty much. Looking at the future, common goals, emotionally compatible. That's pretty much it.
Looking to the future, having common goals, and being emotionally compatible. I think that pretty much sums up what almost everybody was saying. And if I was to find that in a man, I'll be okay, regardless of his age.